Welcome back to our podcast. I'm Nikki.
And I'm Alex, and this is Shirley's with the Girlies. It is Mocktail Monday again!
Happy Monday! Cheers! Today, we're not obsessed with our mocktail today. We did a, kind of like a citrus sour mocktail. So it's orange. We used fresh oranges, lemon, honey, Topo Chico.
And then doing an egg white to make it frothy.
Yes, I love doing that. I think it tastes so... I mean, it doesn't really taste like anything, but it just makes it more fun. But we recommend using orange juice or super fresh, juicy oranges because you can't really taste the orange, which is kind of a bummer. But I feel like it would be really good if you use, like, super juicy, sweet... Definitely sweet oranges.
Yeah, our oranges were struggling to get some juice out. So I think that's why it's not as good, but it's still yummy.
Yeah.
It's basically like a orangey lemonade type thing.
But it doesn't really taste like lemon. I mean,
Mine tastes like lemon.
Yeah, you put more lemon into it. But I feel like it'd be super, like, refreshing.
But doing a lot of ASMR on that one. It's probably gonna bother some ears.
Sorry. I know, I always forget. What was it, last Mocktail Monday when we had the raspberries? And I kept, like, stirring it and grabbing the raspberries, and you're just, like, looking at it. I'm like, I'm probably so annoying. Like, just constantly swooshing and grabbing the raspberries.
You need to be conscious of it.
Yeah, I definitely need to be more aware of what I'm doing.
Oh, do we have our theme song up today?
Our theme song! Well, jingle!
Our little jingle!
I hope you guys liked it.
I don't think it's going to be on YouTube. It might just be on Spotify and Apple Music.
We're not sure what we're doing yet for our YouTube. We kind of want to make a fun little video, like an intro video.
But right now we have a little song. And you can hear, like, the ice, the fizziness of, like, a drink pouring.
It's super fun. Our little brother, Dane, he created it with his friends, Nathan and another friend. I should get his name. We'll shout them out. But yeah, they produced the song and we love it. It's fun.
It's cutesy.
Yeah. So let us know what you guys think of it.
Here comes Arlo with his t-shirt.
He's a little cold today.
Okay, Arlo, go away. So I have some salty feelings towards you today.
Me?
Yes, you.
Yes! I've been with you for how many hours?
Well, I wasn't going to talk about it until now. So, yesterday, I call her, and my mom got off work early because it's Good Friday, and they went to Hot, which is one of my favorite spots, got the Hailey Bieber dupe smoothie, and I call and I'm like, what are you doing? And they told me that that's what they were doing, and I was like, thanks for the invite. And then I asked what they were doing later, and they both, I don't even know what you said, but it didn't sound like anything interesting.
Okay.
What were you doing? Like, my mom was gonna go shopping with my dad. You had something planned.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, well, I'll be, like, close by. I'll be in Mission Viejo. And then I call you back again, like, an hour later. And I was like, where are you? And they're like, oh, we're getting pedicures. I'm like, you're getting pedicures? You know I'm right there. I was right there. And they're like, oh, it was just super last minute.
You were getting your name changed. You had, like, that's not...
They were saying that it was super last minute, and
It literally took 20 minutes. It was actually crazy.
Here's the thing. You know how bad these dogs are. You know how desperate I am
But
for
you
a
don't want to be
pedicure.
spending any money.
Yes, but, like, I want to be included.
Okay, so even if you're doing something, and we know you're doing something, or you're, like, 40 minutes away, and you're doing it right that second, and it's going to take you 50 minutes, and will most likely be done when you get there, you still want to be invited?
Yes.
Okay.
I like to feel included.
Okay. Because Alex lives probably, like, 30 minutes away?
30 minutes away.
So, when we do things, it's, like, close to the house,
very spur of the moment.
Spur of the moment.
I just want to be included, and this is why I feel
Do you want me to show you the text? She said, I'm going to get hot for lunch. Dad's going to meet me there. Let me know if you guys want to come and meet us there. I should be there in about 6 or 7 minutes. So, you know, it's just
why can't we get more of a heads up so she can have all of her children there? My feelings are hurt. Not really. It's not a big deal, like, at all. But it's like, a pedicure would have been really nice, you know?
Yeah.
You've seen these toes.
Yeah, mine feel good. She was so fast. But it was very frustrating because I had gel on my toes, and I just wanted to get, like, normal polish because there's no difference, really. It's just a little thicker because when I do regular nail polish, it stays on for a long time.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, I'm just going to do regular today. She's like, well, it's going to be $7 to remove your gel now. I'm like, it never costs anything to remove my gel on my toes. She's like, well, if you do gel again, I won't charge you.
You might as well
so I'm like, I'll just do gel.
That's so funny. That's ridiculous.
I'm like, I know. It was the one that we used to go to all the time. It's always busy.
Mm-hmm.
And they just are so busy now and popular, and I just feel like they overprice everyone because they can. So I don't love going there. I love my nail lady, but she's super busy now. I didn't get my nails done, but she doesn't do pedicures. So I'm like, I need a good person to do like pedicures But the last lady that I went to when I got my ones previously done, I went to a different one that was close to our house, and she did such a good job. She's like, oh, like, I need to do more coats. Like, it's not coming out, like, the way that I want it to. And she's like, do you want me to scrub your calluses? I'm like, yes, please. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, it's pickleball.
Oh, my God.
And she's, like, scrubbing. I'm so thankful. She's like, we need to get this done. She's scrubbing my heels.
Oh, my God.
But I love it. I'm like, this is what I want. Because sometimes they just go, boop, 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 boop. Okay, done.
Yeah.
I'm like,
you sure you want your calluses removed?
I'm like,
yes, please.
Please. I know. And it feels so good after. And she's like, you need to be putting Aquaphor into socks and wearing those socks to sleep so it can just absorb in.
Yeah. Slug it.
Yes. I'm like, I need to do that more. I did it once, but the socks slipped off.
I should probably do that too. That would be nice.
Yeah.
I have such dry feet.
I know.
Yeah, my other update. My name is different now.
Officially? Wait, did it work? You went to Costa Mesa?
So I went to Mission Viejo first, and they had a sign out front that was like, we're no longer doing doing walk-ins. You have to have an appointment. And the security guard was so not nice. And I was like, okay, whatever. So I look up and schedule an appointment, and it wasn't until May 6th.
Yeah.
So that's in such a long time.
I mean, not really. But yeah.
But yeah. And just because I need to get my name changed so then I can get my ID and my passport, and I'm going to Italy in August. So it's like you have to get each one done before you can get the other. Like I still can't get my ID until my physical Social Security card comes. But Brandon was looking it up, and I think it changed in April to where they're no longer doing walk-ins. So it just changed.
That's the worst.
What are the odds? But I was like, I'm just going to try the Santa Ana one. And I go, and the security guard is so nice. I was like, I did see if it's urgent, then they will make exceptions.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, well, I have a work trip, so it's kind of urgent, and I need to be able to get a passport. And so I told the security guard that, and he was like, yeah, just come on in, like, give it a try, take a number. And so there's a bunch of people waiting. They all have their numbers. I'm sitting there for maybe 2 minutes, and my number gets called. And they're like, I think they were really just trying to make me leave.
Yeah.
Because they knew I was a walk-in. And I told her the situation, and she was like, okay, don't tell anybody. Because if I do it for you, I have to do it for everybody. And
Look,
then
who am I
it's
going to tell?
problem.
Who am I going to tell? Oh.
Everyone on Shirley's at the Girlies?
Well, cut out where you went. Just cut it out.
Fine, it's fine. Who cares? What's she gonna do? Hunt me down? You're like, I shouldn't have done that for you. It's like, it's done.
Yeah.
So, she was so sweet, and it literally took 2 minutes. I got my name changed, and now it comes in 2 weeks, and then I'll go to the DMV and do the rest of it.
That's so nice.
But I'm no longer
I
Wallace.
need to go to the DMV before 2 weeks, so.
Yeah.
Sorry. Can't go together.
That's okay. But
That's crazy.
I
You're
know.
not a Wallace.
I'm a Bentley.
Wait, so what did you do? Did you keep Christine?
No. You don't even know what my name is. No. You don't know what my legal name is?
Because, so she is named after our mom, Christine, and that's her middle name, but she didn't want something super long, so she's like, can I change it? That's something special to our mom.
Mhm.
And I don't know if you changed it to anything.
I was
Like
wrestling.
Maple. You know? Like, I don't know.
This fits so much. I was just so unsure what I wanted my name to be because I really didn't want to get rid of my last name. And I think that's something not enough people talk about is how hard it is to change your name. I know some people love it, they're excited for it, but me personally, I was not excited to change my name. And for years I've just been like, I don't know what I want to do. And I still didn't, like, even after we got married, but then we went to a hotel for the first time, and they were asking what name the reservation was under, and I was like, oh, it's under Wallace, and then other things were under Benlian, and I was like, that just gets, like, confusing and honestly kind of annoying. So I am now Alexandra Wallace Benlian. Wallace is my middle name now.
Okay, so you did Wallace. No, I'm glad that you did that.
Bye-bye, Christine. Maybe if you invited me to get pedicures yesterday, I wouldn't have kept it.
No, you wouldn't have gone.
I know.
You wouldn't have gone.
If they invited me to get pedicures, I would not have gone.
You
I would
wouldn't
not
have
have
gone.
changed the name. I literally called you, but while you were getting the pedicures, and that's when I decided, oh, I'm just gonna go to Santa Ana.
Yeah. So funny.
Yeah.
But you should have just come. Like, you should have just, like, tracked us and come.
It's fine. It's not a big deal.
Just show up.
I'm being silly. When I do show up, we don't do anything fun, I feel like.
But, anyways, that's crazy. You're still Wallace because it is your name. It's gonna be legit.
I know, it's gonna be weird seeing it on my license and then, like, everything. Now I actually have to go by Benlian.
Yes.
I don't go by
Alex
it.
Benlian.
Literally, even when they're like, oh, like the reservation guy, I always still say Wallace. And so that's gonna be so weird.
Was
changing
Brandon
it.
so excited?
Yeah, he was excited.
That's so fun.
He's happy about it.
I love it.
I need to change Arlo's name at the vet because he's Wallace.
Yeah, every time, because we take Charlie and Arlo to the same, not the vet, the groomers.
Oh, groomers.
And they go, what's the last name? Wallace. Is it for Arlo? No, it's for Charlie. Because Arlo's A, so it comes up first, probably.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's cute. Little Arlo Wallace.
You have to change your name on all your records now, too.
It's so funny. This is a random fact. Did you know caramelized onions takes 40 minutes to cook? Or to make?
I feel like I can caramelize those way faster.
No. This is a debate with Dane.
Really?
Yes. It takes-
40 minutes is insane.
If it's like 10 minutes or whatever, it's literally just grilled onions. Not caramelized. Takes 40 minutes to caramelize.
I mean, I guess I could see that making sense in, like, having the sugars, like, get released.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I'm like, I thought I'd made caramelized onions
You probably never made
in like
caramelized
15
onions.
minutes. But I didn't. It's just grilled onions. I thought that was funny. So something weird happened to me at Target.
Ooh.
I know. So it was earlier in the morning and I was just getting everything for Pete's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And just like the paper plates, the napkins. I was looking for like a round tablecloth. They had a really cute tablecloth that had like the same print as like the plates. And I really wanted it. And it's low on the shelf and it didn't look like they had any round ones, which is kind of annoying. Like, why do they have to discriminate against a round table?
Yeah, I just feel like most tables are rectangular.
It's so just frustrating. So I was low. I was looking through. There was this girl. She came up to me and she was about my age. And she's like, I need help. Can you help me? And I'm like, I'm so shocked. And I wasn't super, like, friendly and nice. I was just so confused. And I was like, oh, I don't work here.
Yeah.
And she's, oh, I know. I'm like, what do you need help with? Just so confused.
Yeah.
And she was holding like formula and just things for a baby.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I don't have any money and I need help paying for my formula. And I was like, oh, I can't help you right now. I'm sorry. And she's like, gives me the dirtiest look. She's like walks away.
You're like, sorry.
Doesn't say anything.
Who knows? Maybe she would just go return it.
Exactly.
Get a gift card and spend it on whatever.
Exactly. Else. So I was like, okay, whatever. That was super weird. She just disappeared and vanished. Like, she wasn't asking people around me. And I'm like, why are you asking me?
Yeah.
Like, why weren't you asking a mom or someone that probably understands a little bit more?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I don't know what she was thinking. She just gave me the dirtiest look and, like, ran off. Okay.
Yeah, I don't
like she wasn't pushing anything or
you're not the person that I would approach like to ask for help for that.
I'm like because I'm like searching, I'm like wearing sweats. I
would go for someone that looks like, you know, they're more established in life.
They're a mom and you know, like just understanding.
A grandma, like target those people.
Yeah.
But like also don't target people if you're scamming them.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, get out of here.
Leave that. But what was weird is I was in that Target for probably 20 minutes because I was browsing all the aisles. And I'm walking to the checkout aisle and I see her, hands empty, walking with a guy. So I'm like, is it sex trafficking? Like, did she probably want me to, you know? I don't know what it is. Like,
what did the
her
guy
to take
look like?
me, like, to the checkout so then the guy can look at me or something. And then, you know, I have no idea.
Yeah.
But he looked like, he didn't look bad, like he was up to, you know, something bad. He was a lot older.
Mm-hmm. And she was how old?
She looked probably around my age, maybe a little older.
And then he's a lot older.
And he's a lot older. He's probably like in his like 40s. Yeah.
Wait, that's
so I'm like,
so scary.
Because I was walking to the checkout and they were walking like on the main, you know, the main aisle.
Yeah.
Or, like down to like produce.
That's so scary.
Yeah. I was walking really fast. Good thing I had a front row parking spot too.
Yeah.
I didn't have to walk far. I wasn't holding a lot in my hands. I made sure to get a bag because sometimes I don't grab a bag and I just carry things.
If you ever feel unsafe and you're at a store, like, and you think something like that's going to happen, definitely grab an employee and be like, hey, do you mind walking out with me? Like, if you really feel like if they're following you.
But they didn't see me.
Okay.
And they were just walking to the end of the store. Maybe I should have just told an employee that this person's like going around asking someone to pay for them, and I just get a weird vibe and just watch out.
Yeah.
But they have so many cameras too.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I didn't feel like super, super bad about it, but it was just super weird.
Yeah, that's really creepy.
Like she didn't have anything in her hands, and it was maybe longer than 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. They're probably, let's just hope they were trying to scam people into buying them stuff so they could return it and get the
and not trying
gift
to
card.
like take you.
Yeah. I'm safe, I'm here. I'm good.
Yeah.
But that was crazy, yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, isn't it?
Glad you're okay.
I'm glad I'm okay too.
I guess I liked mine. I'm like downing this thing. I think that's it. Those are all the updates. Oh,
we went to Disneyland again.
I don't want to talk about that.
Boring. Next.
I don't want to give like full on Disney adult. You know?
Yeah. No, you're not.
As much as I
3 days. You just have 3
Okay.
days that you're going.
Fine, I'll talk about it. I went to Disneyland again.
No way. You did?
I did. I got the 3-day pass, so that's what I used when I went last week. Went again this week. Had the time of my life. It's so fun. We got on literally everything. No complaints.
You just went on to California Adventure though.
Yeah, we just went to the California Adventure side, and then next time we'll do Disneyland for my birthday, and it was just fun. I don't know. It's never a bad time there.
Mm-mm.
So
I want to go back.
we did that. We went bowling this week with
We
you.
went bowling. I made my first whole roast chicken.
You did.
That was really fun. No one was obsessed with it.
It was good. I mean, it was a whole roasted chicken.
Yeah.
I mean, it tasted how it tasted.
Yeah, there's nothing like jaw-dropping. But it was cooked well.
Mm-hmm.
There was flavor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just kind of boring because it's just a chicken, you know? And I made carrots and potatoes. The carrots I wish were a little bit softer, but it was fine.
You did a good job.
Yeah.
I feel like cooking a whole roasted chicken is very intimidating.
Yeah, I was a little nervous, but it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
And like stuffing it, and I don't know.
How long did it take you?
Prep was a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be, but just because of the potatoes and the carrots.
Mm-hmm.
But then the chicken was super easy, and it took about an hour and 30 minutes in the oven.
It's not bad.
But it's nice because you just throw it in the oven.
Yeah.
So it's a lot easier than you think.
Mm-hmm.
I like making it a lot better than my chicken breasts. So I make
You
chicken
do?
breasts too, and apparently they're great. Everyone loves my chicken breasts.
She makes a really good breast.
So random. Like, she's like, you need to make a video for TikTok so I can follow it. And I might, because I feel like there's a lot of people that don't know how to make chicken,
Mm-hmm.
which was me. So I would look it up, and then I would just see the best tips for it. So I just made like a funny random video for you in the car.
Yeah. I made
Were my directions good?
No,
Did you
your directions were
understand?
great. I made it yesterday, but I realized Brandon threw out our skillet
Okay.
because I guess it got rusty, so he threw it away. So I made it on a stainless steel pan, and I don't feel like it gave it that like crispiness that a skillet does.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm gonna buy a skillet and try again.
Yeah, or, I mean, you can take the one, because we have an extra one, I think, that we don't really use.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
the white one.
I'll go shopping at your guys' house.
Because, I mean, like, why not?
Yeah,
Like, if we're not using it.
I'll take it. You
But,
don't have to convince me.
yeah, guys, look out for my TikTok on how to make chicken breasts that are, like, they're pretty juicy
They're juicy and crispy.
and crispy.
Yeah, they were really good.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll try again. Mine didn't turn out like yours, but it was still
But I think they were good. I had a bite
Mm-hmm.
today. I liked it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't I don't like my chicken breasts. I don't like eating it.
Maybe that's why I didn't like it. I'm like, it's not the same.
Maybe.
It's not.
Like, every time I make it, I'm like, I don't want it.
I just don't think I love chicken that much. Like, I like chicken in things, but like as its own, it's like
I like it when you go out somewhere or if someone else makes it.
Yeah.
It just really depends. I just really have a problem with eating my own food that I make,
Mm-hmm.
but not with when I bake.
Interesting.
Which, isn't that so funny?
Yeah.
I think what I make is super good. I mean, it depends what it is because I'm pretty picky with my desserts.
Mhm.
Like, I won't have a cake really or any like pastry or anything, or cheesecake. Well, actually, the cheesecake that I make that everyone's obsessed with, I hate. I think it's disgusting. It's seriously people's favorite desserts, and they love it and always ask for it, and I don't like it. It's just, I don't like cheesecake, you know?
I'm not a cheesecake person, but your chocolate chip cookies, fantastic.
Apparently I'm
Love
making them
those.
for tomorrow.
Okay, good.
Mom got me all the ingredients.
Good. I want them. I've been craving a chocolate chip cookie like all week.
Yeah, I really do. That's one of my hobbies. I didn't say that in last week's episode when we were doing the Q&A about our hobbies. Baking is a huge hobby of mine.
For sure.
I love baking so much, and I would think that I'm pretty good at it.
No, you're really good, and now I outsource everything to you.
I enjoy it. I think it's super relaxing. It takes me quite a while because I'm such a perfectionist, so I need everything to be like perfect. So when I'm baking, it could be a couple of hours.
Yeah.
And I do like making cakes. I think cakes are super fun to make. I'm not the best at it, but I'm learning. I really think that I need to buy like the correct tools, and I think I would get a lot better. There's this girl on TikTok, and her name's Mackenzie. It's like Max something. Her and her boyfriend do a lot of challenge videos, and I really like watching them, honestly. They're like, okay, go into the mall, find something with the first one to find something with the letter F, and then meet back in the spot, and the first person like wins.
And are they buying the stuff?
Yeah.
Oh.
So they have to go into any type of store, and it has to be with the letter F. Like, it has to, like a fan or a book that has an F on it,
Okay.
Like Fishing 101 or something like that.
Cute.
And so she's a baker. She makes macarons, that's how you say it. and cakes and cake pops. And a lot of her videos are super easy to follow along, and she uses a lot of good tools for her cakes. And she links them all. I'm like, okay, well, it's not too expensive, it's good quality, and I feel like it really does make a difference. Because her cakes look like how my cakes look, but sometimes I think that they look too soft or they're falling apart or whatever it is. But it really is like your buttercream and like the tools that you use. So I need to perfect a buttercream. A lot of people sell their recipes. So I'm like, should I just buy a recipe for like $10, you know?
Yeah.
If it turns out perfect every time, like why not? Because that really helps. Anyways, that's my whole baking rant, but no, I love to bake.
I love that. I don't, so I love
I
that.
feel like you used to when you were younger.
I used to, but I don't anymore. So I love that I have you whenever I need something baked.
Yeah. No, I really enjoy it. Like anytime, any excuse to make something, I do love it.
Oh, I do want some of your mini banana muffins soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I could make them tomorrow.
Delicious. Okay,
We
make
do
them
have
tomorrow.
bananas
Okay.
that are ready.
Okay.
See, and I'm so like, yeah, make it. Like, I don't care at all. Like, I want to.
Yeah.
And there's sometimes I'm like, what do you want? Do you want this? And most of the time I don't even eat it, which is great too. So, yeah. My cookies, though, I do love my cookies. Today we're going to be reading Reddit Worst Date Stories. We're really excited about this one. Things are crazy.
I know. I'm so glad I'm no longer in the dating space anymore. I'm happily married, and I don't want to ever go back to dating.
Do you remember the story it was Glenn Powell, he was telling the story about his sister's friend
Yes.
that went on a date and she was just getting weird vibes. No, it was a great date. She went back to his apartment, was getting super weird vibes. He wanted to massage her, and she's like, sure. And then she's like, no, I want to leave. Like, this vibe's really weird. The next day, her skin was on fire, and she was getting all these blisters, and she was like, I need to go to the dermatologist. Like, this is not okay. And they did testing, and it was this lotion that helps break down, like, human skin.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is not good. Like, who put this on you? Like, you need to call the police. She called the police, and they raided his house and found bodies there that he would eat. That's
I can't
nuts.
even comprehend that. I literally, when I found out about that, and I have a friend who's dating, I'm like, don't go home with anybody. Like, vet them. Do background checks. Like,
Seriously,
this is
that's so
crazy.
scary.
Ugh.
I know, that story really gives me the EBGBs. Because could you imagine, like, okay, wow, I'm glad I left. Like, I can't believe he was going to eat me.
I
Like,
can't even imagine. I literally cannot even fathom that. Like,
no.
it's the craziest thing ever.
It's nuts. So, these stories aren't that intense. Well, that I have. There's not anything that's, like, wild like that I have to read.
Should I talk about my worst date?
Okay, yeah.
My own personal one?
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't date that much because I ended up dating Brandon at 18, so I wasn't dating that much. But I do have a few dates, and most of them were great. But I have one that sticks out to me, and it's not even like that it was that bad. But this guy who I had met one time messages me, and it was like, hey, do you want to go to Disneyland? And I was like, yeah, of course I want to go to Disneyland. This guy does not live here. He lives in a completely different state. And he's like, okay, great. Like, how about I come stay at your house? I'm literally just newly 18. I'll come stay at your house. I'll buy us tickets. We'll go to Disneyland. I go, let me check with my mom and dad.
You sound like a Disney adult.
I sound like a Disney adult. I know. There are different degrees of Disney adulting,
No, it's true.
okay? And so, I checked with my mom and dad, and they're like, yeah, sure. They weren't even going to be in town, and they're totally fine with, like, having this guy come over and stay at our house, which I think is crazy. But whatever. So he comes, and we're at Disneyland, and he literally is just playing Pokemon Go the entire time. And I'm like, I'm so bored. He's more interested in finding fake Pokemon on this app than, like, hanging out and making conversation with me.
Yeah.
And then he stayed for a few more days, and our family came back, and Dane was 10 at the time. He's playing with my 10-year-old brother and just, like, going on Pokemon Go hunting trips around.
No.
And I was like, I don't think there's going to be another date or, you know, trip or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was really funny. It wasn't, like, that bad, but I thought that was kind of funny.
No, that was, oof. No, that was super weird. Even mom and dad were like, yeah, that's kind of a red flag. He's literally just hanging out with your 10-year-old brother.
Right? I mean, I would get it if, like, I don't know. I guess I wouldn't get it.
Yeah, no, it's definitely weird. I don't have any worst date stories.
I feel like you didn't date a lot either. Or did you?
I mean, yeah, I went on plenty of dates, but they were all, like, good. Or they weren't bad. There's one that I can remember, but we never actually went on a date. Mm-hmm. My friend and I, we were in music class together, and we had to go to a concert, and it was an opera concert that we had to go to, and we had to write about it. And this guy comes up to us, and he started, like, flirting. We're like, you know, we kind of have to watch the concert. We have to, you know, this is homework. Like, we have to pay attention. Like, shh. And he was like, oh, like, can I get your number? And then also, like, I have a friend. Like, do you guys want to go on a double date? And we're like, yeah. And so the date was probably, like, 2 days later, and we're, you know, ready. And they were going to pick us up, and I don't know what we were going to do. And 2 minutes before they were supposed to knock on our door, they texted, hey, we can't go on the date anymore, like, whatever. We're like, okay, whatever. And he's like, okay, let's plan for Friday. So on Thursday, probably at 1 a.m, and I see this man on a Vespa with a girl. He parks the Vespa. We're in the car, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, that's the guy who I'm supposed to be going on a date with tomorrow. And he starts making out with this girl on the Vespa. And I was like, okay, I guess that I am not going on this date then. Like, I didn't care. I didn't know the guy. I just thought it was so funny. I'm like, what are I think I took a video of it, too. If I can find it, I'll post it on Instagram. But
of them making out, you're gonna post that on the Instagram?
Well, if I just have, like, a video of something. I don't know. Why not?
Okay, why not?
It'll be funny.
Okay.
I'll blur the faces or whatever.
Okay.
I don't know. No, maybe not. Cut that out. But it was just so funny. We were all just dying. And him or his friend, like, didn't text us afterwards. I think they just, like, forgot, and he probably just started dating. Everyone dates, you know? So it probably just worked out. But then a week later, I get a text from him. He's like, hey, want to go rock climbing right now? I haven't had, like, any conversation with this guy. It was an opera concert, and he was trying to talk to me. I'm like,
so funny.
Yeah, it was really funny.
I wonder if it worked out for him and that other girl, or maybe not.
I mean, probably not. He seemed probably like a flirt, you know, just wanted to go on a bunch of dates.
That's all I really wanted to do was, like, go make out with people.
Yeah, but it was funny. We never ended up going on the date. That's probably, like, the worst time, but it wasn't even bad. It was just kind of funny.
I love that. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Should I start?
Yeah, you can start.
Okay. Back in college, I was invited to an ice rink with a girl I liked and some of her friends. I didn't know how to ice skate, and I didn't pick it up very quickly, but I wanted to try and impress her somehow. Well, I hugged the wall the whole time and made a fool of myself. The highlight was when I saw a flash of light as I fell in front of a group of people. Turns out I had fallen right at the moment that someone was taking a picture, so my failure was immortalized forever. She took me back to my apartment and ended the relationship before it began.
No!
She got the ick so bad. On a lighter note, the woman who is now my wife was at that ice skating rink that night. We didn't realize we were there at the same time until a year or two into our relationship, and she exclaimed, "You were the guy who couldn't ice skate." Yeah, she did not seem that into you.
Stop! That's so
cute.
Crazy.
Crazy.
I love that.
I know.
Aww. But that's so sad. Ice skating's hard.
Ice skating is hard, but here's the thing, and this is a horrible, horrible thing to put on men. I feel like they need to just be good at everything.
It's true. If I'm better at something, ick.
I know. And so Brandon, he used to play hockey, and so he's very good at ice skating. And when him and I would go, and I'm literally the one hugging the wall, and I see him, I'm like, this is so hot that you can just like, he would backwards skate and hold my hands.
Aww.
I'm like, this is so hot.
He's pretty good. He's definitely better than me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like ice skating though. I really don't.
I do. I kind of like it.
I'm just scarred because Mom like, do not fall. Someone's gonna run over your fingers and they're gonna chop off. So I think about that the whole time. Like, don't fall. Just don't fall. Don't fall.
Slice off your fingers.
Slice off my fingers. I can't do it.
Yeah,
it's
that's
terrifying,
crazy.
and I'm not very good. I like roller skating. I like roller skating a lot better.
I like ice skating more, I think.
It's funny.
Yeah.
But no, poor guy. He's just trying to survive.
It's just something he's not good at, but that means she's not the right one for you.
It's true.
And that's okay. And then you're just one date in, and then you say goodbye. And then
now I have this amazing story. That's so iconic.
I think that's so cool. I did have an experience like that where I had met this girl and we were talking, and somehow we talked about like a cooking class that we had both gone to, and she was like, "Wait a minute. Did you go this day?" and showed me a video of myself at the cooking class. I was like, this is crazy. You just never know like who's there and who you're gonna meet and like where you guys have seen each other before.
It's so wild.
Yeah, the world is small.
It is. Okay, I'm gonna start out with a short one.
Okay.
I had been seeing this guy for a few months, but he kept me on the down low, didn't want to commit. Finally took me out to dinner in public. We sat at the bar. A little after we ordered, his two friends got to the bar, and he immediately got up before they spotted us. He went over to them and sat and ate dinner with them and had texted me not to come over. So I sat alone for most of the night until his friends left. Why'd you stay? Leave!
Leave. That guy has a wife. 100% that guy has a wife and you're like his side piece.
No, that is horrible.
That's crazy.
He's ditching you,
Mm-hmm.
eating with his friends instead of you when he's finally taking you out to dinner. Is this the first time you've gone out to dinner with him? Weird.
Mm-hmm.
And he texts you not to come over, and you stay put and wait for him till he's done to come back over to you?
Yeah, no. Have higher standards for yourself.
Seriously, that makes me so sad that someone can think that's okay. I mean, obviously not because she's writing her worst date stories. They didn't end up together, but still, that's so sad.
Yeah, that is sad.
If he went over and was like, hey, like, I'm with a girl right now, like, I'll introduce you to her, and then, like, text you to, like, come over and say hi real quick, great. But if right when I got that text, do not come over, I would have come over and been like, hey guys, what's up? We're supposed to be on a date right now.
Yeah.
Totally embarrass him and see what's up.
Oh, for sure. That, I'm telling you, that man has a wife.
Yeah.
And he
or a
doesn't
girlfriend or something.
Yeah, and he doesn't want those friends to, like, know that she was with him. This is actually reminding me, this might actually be my worst date story. I went over to this guy's house, and I was really close with his family, and we were, like, hanging out, and then he leaves, and he's like, oh, I'll be right back. And then I get a text from him, like, an hour later. He's like, I'm not coming back. And I'm just with his parents. And I'm like, what do I do?
That's so, oh my gosh, that's horrible.
Yeah. And then he apologized to me like months later. Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
I took a girl to a free comedy show on Tuesday night, and here are some of the comedian's lines directed towards me. She is way too far out of your league. You took her to a free comedy show? Are you broke? Oh, you studied finance? Boring, shouldn't have talked to you. The last but not least, this relationship isn't gonna last. There wasn't a second date.
Oh.
I mean, here's the thing. Comedy shows, they're gonna say mean things. Like, if
Yeah.
you're sitting in the front, they are there to roast you.
Yeah.
And you need to just, like, take it for what it is. It's funny.
Yeah.
If she can't, you know,
Handle
if she
that.
can't handle it, she's not the one for you.
Yeah. What do you expect when you go to a comedy show? Like, have you, I don't know.
I love a comedy show, and I don't mind being roasted.
It's funny. It's like one of those, you know, those pictures that you sit down and, like, they paint you, but it's so ugly.
Yes.
I've been seeing so many videos of those on TikTok recently, and they're just so good.
You know, I've done
so
that.
funny. Yeah, I know. It's just hilarious. And yeah, like they need to have thick skin to be able to do it because some of them, like, I would cry because I'm like, they kind of look like that and it's just way more like pronounced. But it's hilarious.
I know, it's so funny. But like, again, you're signing yourself up for that. You're literally paying to have someone point out your flaws.
Seriously. We met at Jamba Juice and he told me he wanted to show me something in his car, assuring me it wasn't anything weird. I agreed, and once we were in the car, he said he could only show me the thing while driving. A little strange, but I went along with it. As we drove through downtown, he excitedly pulled a cassette tape from his pocket. He bought it from Goodwill for $1 and popped it into the stereo. It was a Learn How to Yodel tape. He told me quite proudly that he'd been practicing daily and was really improving. The cassette started playing the intro to Yodeling 101. And just as I started wondering what I'd gotten myself into, it became yodeling loudly. We are cruising through the city with the windows down, and he's giving a full yodeling performance, occasionally raising his eyebrows at me in what I think was supposed to be flirty. I was laughing, partly out of shock, partly because I couldn't believe this was actually happening. Then a bee flew in through the window. He panicked, yelling about how a bee had once caused him to crash his car.
Stop.
He started flailing, still yodeling, trying to get it out. He smacked his thumb on the steering wheel, shouted about how much it hurt, and insisted he couldn't steer anymore. We were coming up to a busy intersection, and he asked me to take the wheel. So there I was, leaning over, steering a stranger's car through downtown while he sat there holding his thumb and yodeling much more sadly now. We made it through the intersection safely, and I told him to please take me back. He asked if I could wait a moment. He really wanted me to hear the end of the yodel. He grabbed the wheel again, finished his dramatic finale, which wasn't even that great, and finally dropped me off. I drove home in stunned silence, asking myself one question over and over: what just happened?
Not the bee creating a car crash.
He's gotten in a car crash before with the bee. He hits his thumb on the steering wheel and was in that much pain. Pull over if you can't drive anymore. Don't ask the girl to steer for you.
Oh my god.
And you're still yodeling?
I'm sorry, but he can never recover from that one.
No. If I'm going to go in your car, you want to show me something, I demand an answer right then and there before I go in.
Yeah.
And why did you have to drive when you were yodeling? Why can't you just sit in the car and yodel? Yikes.
But if someone's really good at yodeling, like, cool.
Yeah.
Was he? Probably not.
I mean, got a free cassette tape from Goodwill.
What kind of car is he in that he can, like, use
I
a
don't
cassette
know.
tape? That's a red flag.
No, it could be a really cool vintage car.
Okay. In casual conversation, she talked about her roommate a lot. No problem, normal convo. The drinks start flowing and I hear more about the roommate. Like, they are really close, but a bit much? Okay. By the end of the date, properly buzzed now, it turns out the roommate is actually her husband. So she's having an affair.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Why? Why are we having affairs? Do not.
Yeah, maybe they're like separated right now. Maybe they're not. I don't know. And so she's like going on other dates. But if you're gonna talk about your husband the whole time and talk about him like he's your roommate,
That's weird.
maybe you should be figuring things out with your husband.
Seriously.
Maybe you should be going to therapy a little bit. I don't know. Or maybe it's their kink. Like they go on dates with other people.
Oh, yeah.
Some people do that.
Yeah.
It's weird. Not for me.
Definitely not. Okay. I ordered water. She ordered a Coke. When the waiter left, she burst into tears, saying her and her ex-boyfriend used to get the same thing. Okay, after that, she was inconsolable and thought I was going to ditch her when she went to the bathroom. She then tried to get me to go with her to get her nipples pierced at the mall next to the restaurant we were at. Poor girl, man. Oh well.
That escalated so quickly. Like, oh, we're on a date, water, Coke, cute. Oh, let's go get my nipples pierced.
Those are the most common drinks.
Literally.
Water and a Coke.
That's my order.
Seriously, with Brandon.
With Brandon, I get a water, he gets a Coke.
It's so common. Like, sorry. And you literally are just in tears. Like, maybe you shouldn't be going on a date right now.
You're not ready for this.
But then you just want to get your nipples pierced.
Go do that
Go with
when
your
you're not
friend.
on a first date.
Seriously, go with your friend.
Yeah.
You go with, like, your girlfriend. You go with your girls, your sister. I'd rather go with mom.
Are
No.
you considering getting yours done?
I could never do that.
I mean, you could.
No, but I appreciate other people doing it.
Okay.
Because a lot of classy girls get it done.
Yeah.
It's not just, like,
I just think it's so edgy.
it's pretty edgy.
I don't know. It's not for me. But if other people want to do it, it's your body. Do whatever you want. If you want to get it done, I'll be there holding your hand. Who are you texting right now? Get off of your phone. Is it Pete? No. Who is it?
It's Pete. Peter, stop texting me! Okay. Do you have another one?
No, I think that's all of them.
That was all?
I know. Maybe we should have done more. I only had
We
3
should have done
each.
more. I do love reading stories. It is fun to give our input. But I do wish that it was people that write in so we can give, them advice and they can follow up. I think that'd be so fun. One day.
One day
We'll get there.
we'll get there and have enough people to write stories.
Yeah.
But we really appreciate you coming back, listening, and we will see you on Thursday.
Yeah, it was so much fun. Thank you guys for watching.
Bye.